Why don't taxi drivers buy buses? They can get way more people in that.
When have you ever been in a situation where you know that Wilderbeast will not get out of your way?
You don't know Will's commute. Now, you know how bees, is it bees or wasps?
Okay. They normally work quite well because someone's using a little bit of logic rather than someone programming a machine. Programming.
Uh-oh. Hello and welcome back to the 75th Cars Rule Everything Around Me podcast, the C.R.E.A.M podcast with myself, Edwin, William to my left, and Benjamin on the sofa.
Hello, I've got my own sofa.
Yeah, we are in a different location. We are next door to the usual podcast location. Don't worry, it hasn't blown up yet. At the beginning of every Cars Rule Everything Around Me podcast, we ask, do they rule or do they ruin? William?
I'm going to say rule.
Why is that?
I've got reasons for that. One reason not to rule,
okay.
is that the Clio has picked up. It's had a hiccup. They had the gearbox was rebuilt. This is also nothing related to Cormorant Motorsport, who did lots of our Renault stuff. The gearbox was rebuilt by someone else. Something might have been missed, and it needs to be rebuilt possibly again, which is a little bit annoying. But nonetheless, that car is still pretty
That's fair.
That car is still pretty good. I'm very, very pleased with it, although I might sell it. So, yeah.
What?
We'll find out why soon.
Yeah.
If
everything has to go, it really has to go. Other than that, Gallardo been working on today. It had a little bit of a misfire. It was going sort of rather than ooh.
It's a good actually impression.
And now it's better. Now it seems to be fine. Just hoping it doesn't set fire next door because I've been doing fuel-related things. And then the other one, this is big. Now, you both know about this. I've told you. The Megane returns this weekend.
Look, I will say, I will believe it when I see it.
As will I.
But, because I actually listened to a podcast about 4 weeks ago and you went, mate, next week I'm getting the Megane back.
This is the most positive news I've had yet.
Yeah.
I haven't had this much, this is it.
It's
now.
solid.
Yeah, this has to happen.
Yeah.
So this weekend, it's on. And also the Ghost from Auto Alex are potentially doing a hot hatch thing. Rory, many moons ago, claimed his Mini would be faster than my Megane.
Yes.
And I'd like to put that to the test. So we'll see.
So when Will goes sailing through a barrier because his brake pedal went off again, it'll be tough. But that's all. That's it.
I think that's all. Other than that, anything else in my brain? No, that's it.
Perfect. I had to do a quick check. You spoke to the big man upstairs. Benjamin.
Rule.
What is that then?
No way. Why?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Because I haven't told you this yet. I beat the allegations.
He's done it!
Yeah, for a second time. Ben versus Bristol City Council. Bristol City Council have lost 2 rounds now.
It's
looking tough for them.
They might need to write an official L.
They should write me official L.
Which I guess they have in saying that you can not have to pay it.
So for context, last week I talked about how I've, for the second time, been caught by their ULEZ cameras, despite the fact that I haven't done anything.
Did you get a total? Do you know a total amount of letters?
They've just stopped sending them. I peaked at 7 or 6, and last time I peaked at 5.
Nice.
So, but no,
what happened?
I beat them. So after podcast, I think this the day after we filmed the last podcast, I got a message saying no. Basically, I spent DVLA again,
like just a text,
an email. I got
Bristol City Council went, "Yo, are you up still?"
They basically said we base everything off of DVLA, so you have to go through that whole long process I spoke about last time by sending different letters and getting different certificates.
Get cock, all that sort
everything. Get my cock out. Yeah, that's true. My certificate of conformity. So
you did that.
Well, so I ordered my cock from Germany. It actually has now arrived.
Bratwurst, if you will.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah, and I had all the paperwork, and then they kept telling me I had so many different email threads I was in. They kept saying you have to go through the DVLA. Have to go through the DVLA. I got a random email from the ULEZ zone people that went, "Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, no, your car's fine. Yeah, no." So anyway, yeah.
It took one person with a brain to look at it and go, "No, that's fine."
And the funniest part is that I've had 2 emails since then from the same people going, "No, DVLA." So I don't know what's going on, but they have now changed it on the system. I then used that to go back to them and say, "Look at this, it's ULEZ," and they went, "Cool, cancel your fines." So
wow.
We beat them again, guys.
And can't wait for next week.
Yeah, it's
fines are back
for the car that Ben doesn't own yet. Someone's going to have put a car in Ben's name, and he's going to start getting fines.
You walked through Bristol City Centre, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, pay is £9.
Now, tell me, did you go through there with brake pads? Because I think I might need to get a little bit of
that's true. Yeah.
Get a little payment on that.
I also with the S2000, right? So once I found out last year that it had that it wasn't ULEZ, I started paying them every time I went in. And what you can do when you prove them wrong is you can claim the money back.
Ooh.
And I didn't do it out of kindness because I thought, you know what?
You know what? Bristol needs that money.
Well, I thought
Ben's Robin Hood.
I felt a bit petty doing it. I thought, no, it's fine.
Not the hero they need.
We'll call it there. We've had a good fight, and we'll call it there. Right? Completely fair.
I've landed a few blows. You've landed a few blows.
With this one. So I had 2 that I could still pay for. You pay for them for up to a week after you travel into the zone for the golf. So I paid for 2 of them, and then I got them like 4 hours later. I got this email. And I was like, spent another £18. So I claimed those back. And I went back to December and I claimed back my SD ones as well.
They hate you.
Yeah.
They have it in there. You know what? They're just waiting for you to slip up.
Well, and today I had the money transferred back. So thank you, Bristol.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Any car related ruins? Like, I know this is car related, but like
ruins?
Because when I arrived the other day,
I was sat in my
you
car with
did
the Autel.
have an Autel plugged into your car.
Yeah, well, it is a VW after all. So,
course.
you know, it's one of those cars that is great, except for there's just small things that aren't good. I have just my bending lights just stopped working.
When you say bending lights, what does that mean?
That's a great question. It has those lights where you turn, they twist.
They go with you.
They turn with you.
Yeah.
And I just got the car and it went, yeah, they're not working.
But did it just say that it didn't work, or were they actually?
They don't work anymore.
Okay.
The lights work, but
I was trying to work out
if
it was one of those kind of like oil type issues where they go, mate, you've got no oil in it.
No, it's not working. I looked at the code though, because that's why I ran the code, and it said
no oil.
Yeah. No, it said that it could be a bulb that's about to go.
Okay.
But the car goes, I'm going to die.
And you haven't yet done your other bulb, right?
And it is that other bulb.
So there we go then. Get it swapped.
So,
We have a video to do on that car, so
There we go.
perhaps I'll do it.
Well, we have a
Well,
video?
you got to film it. I got to do the.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, that's fine. As long as we're on the same page.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, big rule for me.
Lovely.
We're back.
Do you know what? It's all 3.
Jeez.
It's a rule.
Big stuff.
It's a trio rule week for me. I think we talked about it, but the video would be out, or no, it'd be out tomorrow. Now the Clio. Am I right, Ben?
No, it came out a week ago.
That came out a week ago.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah. My Clio, I drove it down from Liverpool. It worked. It doesn't work anymore. It won't start. So the car, despite it being a rule, I put it on coilovers and I got my 16-inch OZs and it looks fantastic. Like, it really does look fantastic. It's still a bit ratty. Like, that car's never going to be an ultra clean car, but it still looks cool.
It's very cool.
It has these angry little vibes. But so we finished up doing the coilovers. I said to Ben, we'll finish off the video with a little drive. We'll go out for a drive in it. We'll listen to the noise of it. So we'll just drive it. And because my starter motor had died, Will and I had gone last weekend into London. There was a car meet on a Saturday. Will had the Gallardo ready. I had the Clio. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. First little proper meet of the year. Went there. Now my Clio, as you might have seen in the end of the last videos, you turn the key to start it and it goes click. So you turn the key again, it goes click. And you do it 4 or 5 times. Then after a while, it goes, okay, sir, I will start for you. And he'd finally go. Driving into London, and we're sitting in traffic, it was getting hot. The car wasn't too hot, but it was a hot day. And I was like, so I'm probably not doing the best things for the starter motor. Enjoyed our time at the meet, went to leave, got in the car, and it went click. And then it went click another 20 times. And at this point, Will had maneuvered out of his car parking space and came alongside me. And rolled the window down. I said, just go. I'll catch up with you at some point.
Without me.
I
did.
I didn't catch up because I had to get 2 very kind men to bump start me, which at a car meet, I'll be honest, a little bit embarrassing. You turn up in a car, you're ready to show it off, and people are like, oh, yeah, it's 170 exclusive. I go, yeah, no, it is. How strong are you? Do you think you can give me a push?
Although people see that and go, that seems to make sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
That does seem to make sense.
So
we're not altogether surprised by
no.
it. Yeah.
So drove it home on a bump start, got it here, and yeah, just the starter's now fully dead. So for the end of the video, we had to bump start the car, except there was one small issue: is that the car has a like a fuel cutoff switch. When it feels vibration or a crash, it will cut fuel. I think maybe using the impact gun on the coilovers, I think that maybe rattled it.
Okay.
So we spent how long, Ben?
Well, it's probably half an hour.
Half an hour.
Probably 10 jump bump starts.
10
Different
attempts at bump
gears,
starting
different amounts of people.
and it just wouldn't go. And I was getting really frustrated. We popped the bonnet. I just kind of looked at this red button and just clicked it, and it clicked. I went, guys, let's just try it once again. Let's just see what happens. It started straight up.
Everyone was panting
Yeah.
and leaning over, beholding their knees, going, Jesus Christ.
And also from the jump box.
Also, it's been the warmest day of the year so far. So it's like 18 degrees.
Yeah, it was quite
sun.
warm.
Everyone's just doing sprint laps around the car park.
Pushing a little green Clio.
a Clio.
Also, we have a guy who was washing some cars. He looked quite confused while we were just pushing a car back and forth for half an hour. But anyway, got it started, drove it. It's really good.
It looks fantastic.
It really does. I'm excited.
We'll admit that.
That car needs to come to Food and Fuel. We'll be there at Food and Fuel, by the way. We're bringing lots of cars. We brought a secret car last year. We'll be bringing another secret one this year.
We will.
That'd be cool.
Are we?
Yeah. You know how we had a Cayenne with an X-Project car on the back
ML63 with a...
ML63 with it on the back of it. And
which everyone knows.
And if you're watching if you're watching this video, you'll see a Cadillac behind us, and over to my right, I can see an engine on a stand. Do with that information as you will. So,
hey, we didn't win.
No, we didn't win because a group of French enthusiasts won.
Yeah.
Brackets, sure.
Yeah, the comments know best.
So, shout out, see you at Food and Fuel, rules all round. Shall we get into it?
Starting off, first thing of things on the list of things to talk about, Ben.
Hi.
You've got a thing to talk about.
I have a car vertical related thing to talk about.
Okay.
Shout out Car Vertical, sponsoring this episode.
Now, I received a call from my dad on the weekend.
No way.
And that's it, guys.
Shout out to Ben's dad.
Shout out my dad.
I know he's listening.
Thanks for getting in contact with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So my dad, in his retirement, has purchased a camper van.
Yo.
As you do in your retirement.
That makes sense.
Sure.
What type?
I have. It's a Ford underneath.
You're about to say, I have
Underneath?
no idea, and then you remembered.
I know it's a Ford. Some
Has
sort of Ford van.
it got a bullshit name?
Is it a Transit?
It's like a Ford
No, because
Camper Max.
I think it is a trans underneath.
Is it a tipper?
It just tips the bed out.
It's got Wallace and Gromit style.
Yeah. No, so he bought
Slips
this,
into his pants in the morning.
and he's been going off into Europe with it and having a great time. And fantastic. And last time he was away, he got back to it one evening after going out for some food, and someone had driven into it
Okay.
quite gently. But he took it to get looked at, and the guy said, with camper vans, they have lots of different seals, like weather seals in the back.
Yeah, okay.
When someone drives into it, you've got to get that all redone because even if it hits it slightly, it can mash the seals up.
Dislodge it.
Yeah, and then
Perhaps like the boot of a Golf Mark 7.
bit like that, except for that comes like that from factory. So he was like, that's a bit weird because why would it have like that much damage? He was like, has it been previously crashed before I bought it? And
Really?
yeah, so he said to me, run a car vertical check. I ran a car vertical check, and it has one of the highest scores I've ever seen.
Really?
96 on the car vertical score.
Never seen. That's doesn't
Completely
exist.
clean. Which means that no, someone did not crash it beforehand, but it does mean someone has now driven into it relatively hard that he didn't know about. So, but without Car Vertical, we wouldn't be sure. We would have thought possibly it had been crashed.
Shout out. Thank you very much, Car Vertical, for sponsoring us. If you guys are buying a car anytime in the coming months, you can get 20% off if you use our code CREAM. And if you're bundling a load of them together, you buy multiple Car Vertical checks, you get 50% off. So shout out.
Leave no stone unturned, just like we do, or you'll end up with an actual criminal M140i.
Yeah, don't do that.
Please. Ours is actually fine.
Oh, actually, that leads us into the next bit. The M140i, which will be on raffle by this point.
Yes,
Yes.
it will be. So yes,
So
you can win tickets. You can win tickets?
You could win tickets to enter. More importantly for that, we wanted to try our car, which is now done and finished, against one that was a bit more leery. So Ben from Hack Engineering, which is where my M3 is getting his head done, came over with his car. Sorry, cylinder head. Let's make that clear. And he came over with his M140i, which was 580 horsepower with rolling anti-lag.
Which is one of the greatest things man has ever created.
Genuinely.
It was absolutely fantastic, that car. We thought our car was good, and it is still good. And you can win it. But the Hack car is a step above, and it's like 120 horsepower.
Yeah.
More. But it was noticeable.
Ours for driving on roads and a little bit of track day, whereas his is a dedicated track car that can go on the road.
Yeah.
Ben wasn't there for that day.
No, it's tough.
Ben's
Not
quite
tough.
upset.
Also, because Edwin told me he said, what's the best day for them to come down? I said, Tuesday works fantastic for the schedule. And then realised that I'm not there.
Was it a clash of the Bens? You thought, I can't.
No, I would love to have
There
been
can
there
only
for
be
it.
one Bengineering in the house.
It's true. And I got here this morning and Edwin was like, oh, so good yesterday. Oh, you really missed out. Oh, here's a video of us going really quickly.
No,
like
goes
that's
like,
not
60.
Well, I'd
national
call
speed.
60 quite quick.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah.
Do you?
Like relative to like a snail, it's quite fast.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Or like
in
a blade of
full-
grass.
We're in the full M140i community now.
Yeah.
We're involved. We're about it. This is it.
I think the M140i call that on job.
we're on job.
That's what they call it.
We out cheer.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Ricky's also
On smoke,
LLF has offered for us to drive his car.
That's a
which is
little bit
now
more power.
returned, has 1,800 horsepower.
That's
And when I got out of the hack car, I thought, okay, right, that was noticeably faster than ours. It's still rear-wheel drive, but it was an auto car, but it's got bucket seats and a mad steering wheel and stuff. Ricky's car has 3 times that one.
3 times.
3 times the horsepower. If you say 3 times, and you're already starting with basically 600, what the hell is going on?
Like, remember, the TVR was 240 and it went to 415, and that was warp speed. Actual warp speed.
So we may still drive that at some point.
And afterwards,
need a bit of a psych up for it.
Yeah, we may not be here after that.
Yeah, that'd be
so we'll see how that goes.
That.
But shout out. There's actually quite a bit of BMW news this week. Should we get on to some BMW news?
Can I get on to something that's related to that day, yesterday?
Oh, okay, first, yeah, sure.
Someone crashed the ML.
On
the
camera.
ML, it's a write-off.
Yeah.
It's just a write-off now.
You know what? It was genuinely one of the most surreal experiences. So Ben from Hack Engineering arrives. Ben isn't in. So Jay, the other videographer, he's there to help film that day. We decide, right, we're going to drive the M140i. Will's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. Jay says, I'll hook up the camera. That's how we film our videos. You slap a camera on the back of the ML63, and with your phone, you can see it. It tracks you on the back of it.
Now, I'm going to preface something.
Please.
What a normal videographer would do is
normal,
like someone who you know isn't Jay would
wow, coming out swinging it.
No,
Jay,
as in like, you know, most people would wait until they move off in the car park.
Yeah.
To
they
set the camera.
Yeah,
up.
no, yeah, they wouldn't kind of do it under motion.
And granted, I will admit, these two, you know, they like to speed us along, so it can be a little bit stressful, a bit pressured to get everything set up.
Just sorry. So Jay's caught a stray, we've caught a stray.
Yeah.
You
Hold on,
I'm not even here.
I will admit,
day off.
Mr. Perfect, you know, doing nothing at home.
Yeah,
Mallorca.
Just editing for 13 hours, but that's fine. What was I say? On this occasion you won, but sometimes you can be a little bit like, let's go, which is fair.
So you just have to throw that in there. Just a little fun fact for everyone.
Because
sometimes you guys are assholes.
What I'm saying is that because of that, you feel pressured to like jump in the car and get going. So Jay wasn't on his phone on the road at all, but he was in the car park, just moving off at a couple miles an hour, just finishing like the settings on his phone connected to the camera.
So from what we saw, we were in the M140. We're excited. We're literally like excited children going, oh, what does this button do? What does this button do? And there's a little corner leaving our unit that comes up to a gate. And we, while talking, we just heard a crunch. And I looked ahead and saw an ML63 through a fence. Not like alongside a fence or like scraped up. No, it went through it. It was just the front left was inside the fence. The worst part of this all was that I said to Ben at Hack Engineering, oh, do you want to jump in with Jay and you can like see us doing the tracking? So we just stole his car and signed him up to be in a crash. And so Jay got out, and I think my words were, why have you done that then?
Yeah, it's quite funny. I've never seen someone, I thought Evan would be annoyed when I look back at the footage, but it's just so much confusion on your faces. It's almost like you thought he'd done it as a joke.
I did. I thought it was on purpose.
I was baffled. I thought maybe he'd had a stroke or something, or like, what was that? And then he got out and he was perfectly able-bodied at the time. I thought, okay, he's just crashed into the fence.
At 1 or 2 miles an hour, just rolled into a fence. He got out, he said, no, sorry, I was just busy setting up the camera. So what happened was Ben from Hack Engineering took over the film car duties in Drew. So mega shout out to Ben at Hack Engineering.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he took over.
What happened to Jay? Did he go home?
No, he was in the passenger seat doing the camera operation.
Yeah, which made sense.
Which I think he had to focus 100% of brain power on to keep it out of the fence.
Keep it in a straight line, basically.
But what that does mean is A, Ben is overjoyed because his slight against Jay in crashing into him has kind of been absolved a little bit. And B, there's a new running joke.
Yep.
There's every time Jay turns up now, we go, watch, there is a static fence over there. He's not moving, but do watch out. So
Jay can no longer be trusted in any car at all.
The ML is fine though.
The ML is fine.
The
ML took it on the chin big time. There is a scratch.
Yeah, there is.
And you can feel it. It's certainly damaged, but there was actually already a piece of damage there as well. So it's not the end of the world.
Plus, it was a very old rickety fence, so it just
Trevor's cool with it.
You could have blown on it and it would have gone down.
Trevor was cool with it. I thought Trevor might be upset, but he just laughed.
He did, which is, you know what? That calms the soul when Trevor laughs.
Although, to be fair, the most Trevor reaction is just, ha ha ha, idiot.
Yeah, you crashed into my fence.
Yeah.
Idiot.
So ML63 lives to fight another day. Jay's, what do you call it?
Banned.
No.
Ego?
Jay's ego is not intact.
Considerable ego, by the way, Jay, if you're listening.
Well,
another stray for Jay.
That might be the biggest stray so far.
Jay listening to this on the way in? What the
I
hell?
just want to film for you. I was trying to do something nice.
Where are we starting on the news?
Let's go with the 3 Series, which is just new today, but not for you guys.
The BMW i3 has now been released. The newest generation of the 3 Series is here.
But it's electric?
And it's a fully electric. So I did a little bit of reading. So Ben, I can see your face contorting in disgusted angles.
Why is eyes its nostrils?
Sorry, I was going to say that's what Ben looks like usually.
That's true.
I don't mind it. I think it's fine.
I don't.
I think it looks like a 5 Series that someone has put the tumble drive too long, and the front end's horrible, and the side is horrible.
Wheels are horrible.
It has. I don't like that. That's bad looking car.
Fair.
That's bad car. That is a Hyundai.
That is
Really?
fair. That is actually
I
fair.
don't know. I think it now has more airs of BMW than a usual. He has his bonnet like bulge like from an M4. He has their new light design, which you've seen in like the iX3, and then if you look on the side, that to me now is already recognizably BMW to me.
It's better than some of the other Neue class cars. However, what I will say,
It's a low bar.
yeah, fair. What I will say is that the previous generation 3 Series this is replacing was one of the better looking BMWs. I think it's a very good looking car.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
And to replace it with that is tough.
But
I don't think the 5 Series looks good. I think that's a dreadful looking car, and they've made that look like that basically. And it's got the rear lights that are like the 5 and the 7 Series.
they're very
I just think-
cross-eyed.
I want to know who did this. We can probably find out that information.
It's BMW.
Was it them?
Yeah, they made
it was
it.
them again.
This is their new car. That's what
This
we're
is
talking
it.
about right
The
now.
new class of car.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they can keep that.
What I did a quick reading on is that it's coming out as a full. It's only electric, an i3, whatever it's called. No, that's a different car.
i3.
This is
it
the
what it
i3.
is?
Yeah.
i3. Isn't it an i3?
i3 is the small guy.
Wasn't that the hatch?
That's gone though. That's gone though. They've got this.
So now that's an i3.
You can't do that.
That's not how that
they
works.
did though, didn't they? So.
Mate, this is our Dodge Viper, the new super mini compact car. Don't worry about the old ones. That's unrelated.
No, we don't make that one.
What's
That's not right.
Dodge Viper sports car? No, we don't have that. Then later on, a petrol version is going to come in, but the wording on it made it sound like it was going to be a heavily revised one. So I assume like a facelift. It's like an LCI will become the petrol one.
Why does the front end look like that? Why does the front end look like it's a badly cut out piece of A4 paper?
It does a little
It
bit.
looks like someone got the outline wrong, and someone went, "Oh, well, sorry, there's a bit of a divot there, and it's got a colossal nose on it." Like they'll probably say, "Yeah, well, that's actually meant to look like the shark nose." Does it? Does it? It doesn't, though, does it? Because shark nose goes into a colossal Harvey Dent chin.
Can I get a third colossal, please?
Colossal.
Thank you.
Lovely. So that's the i3. There's, I'm sure, more news to come. So that would mean the new M3
Will
because
look like that.
Well, the M3 will be that, but it will also be only electric then at start because they don't yet have.
I
Will
read-
they do what the last generation
Oh, here we go.
did
Ben's
and
got
go,
news.
I read-
"Here's bunny teeth."
Production on all of it is August 2026, including petrol.
August 26th.
Yeah, because they said that when they release the new M3, they're going to release petrol and electric.
When
also.
we're in, what's happening in August 26th? Oh, we'll be in Monterey.
Are we?
No.
Yeah, Monterey. Shout out.
For the
Who's
first
going to be
time.
there?
The first
We
time.
are. Never been there before.
Never been.
So that's that. And then there is another little bit of BMW news. There is, here's the interior, by the way. Will, thoughts on that?
Horrible.
Yeah, no, that.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, no, that really is not good.
Why is the steering wheel upside down?
The steering wheel is one of maybe the biggest blunders in BMW history for me. It is. You know what it is? If you imagine the steering wheel in a dream, it's like everything's there. Everything's where you'd kind of. That is a steering wheel.
Yeah.
But it's not what humans use as steering wheels.
They've let designers do too much.
Oh, yeah.
Designers went, "Look at this.
What if
This is a rhombus-shaped steering
What if the
wheel."
metaphysicality of the steering wheel transcended its use?
What if it
Shut up
had-
and make it round.
What if we
please.
made it sideways, but upside down?
Ben thoughts?
Once again, designers. I said it.
Hey man, those 10
But
lights.
there's no hidden meanings here. It's just
No,
it's
you know
just
what?
someone's been let loose with a pen, and they
Ben.
went, "Yeah, cool, man."
Can you please form the hidden meaning that a designer would think about the steering wheel?
Okay, so what we have here is a sort of oddly shaped square steering wheel.
Would they say that about their own design?
Sorry, they'd say
Mate, it looks a bit mental. I know it's not very nice.
the disconnect between the 10 and 2,
Yeah.
not 10 and 2, the 3 and 9 areas of the steering wheel that are no longer connected to the center of the steering wheel is to represent the divide between BMW, Audi, and Mercedes.
Okay.
And what we've done here is we've created a very ugly interior.
Okay, yeah.
Mm.
And that's to make you appreciate more the exterior, so that you maybe when you get out, you go, Well, at least it doesn't look like the interior.
And then you accidentally park next to another BMW and realize, oh God, what have I done?
Oh God, that looks so much better than this.
Yeah.
You know, that is a huge fumble. Again, also the screens. Also, why does it have that Prius spec screen along the windscreen?
Which is a rhombus, I believe. I think you've got the shape of
rhombus
or trapezoid, perhaps.
Trapezium.
Again,
Trapezium.
all words that designers are going. Oh
my God.
Oh God.
Did he say trapezium?
Is that a pentagonal thrombus?
Thrombus is what Will's got. Will, any thoughts on the design notes on the steering wheel? What they might say?
I think they'd say we've reinvented the wheel by looking like we've done a very bad alignment and left it like that, and then sort of switch when you could have a PS3 and you sort of put it on its side and you can rotate the PlayStation. That's what they've done with that. That's dumb. If you're the designer of that, have a word
with himself.
Yeah, give your head a wobble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And your steering wheel too. Well, then we've got that, and then we have the leaked images of the X5,
which is even tougher.
Which is
for God's sake,
that's a very tall version of the last thing we just saw, except for they've driven it into a wall very slowly.
Yeah,
it looks like a pug.
Right,
it does look like a pug.
That's okay. The rear is fine.
It does. That looks like a pug. The front look. Yeah, no, Ben's got it.
That looks like it's been punched on the nose. It's going. Oh. That is a bad looking.
This is a leak, by the way. Everyone watching.
It looks quite real to me.
Yes,
I'd believe that if I was like an old man. I saw it on Facebook.
I believe it because it just the screen in the background that says the BMW.
It says the BMW. Actually, the BMW.
That is
X5.
about looking. And I don't. Again, they put those grills in. They go, but that transcends to the 1920s when we designed the grill. Oh yeah,
no, not then. BMW, we don't talk about that.
No, actually, we didn't. We started in like the 50s. But like when you think of a 46, I mean, someone correct me if I'm wrong. A 46 and 92, even the sort of generation after that, they weren't like going, right, we're going to make it look old. The old cars make it look like that. They went, no, we're just going to make it a little bit better, change it a little bit here. Chris Bangle got a pen out and he went, all right, we'll chop that bit off there. Chop that bit off there.
Arse a little bit red.
I'll tell you what, take the boot, right, stand it right out. That's going to look nice. Parrots, we're going to make it look right like one of them. But they've aged quite well.
Turns out Chris Bangle is from Essex and North London.
What car are you talking about?
I'm Chris Bangle.
No, that was about the E63 6 Series because the sort of boot almost goes a bit.
Oh, that's actually true.
The Bangle butt.
But again, that had sort of like retro vibes, but it wasn't. They're not hanging all their hopes on it.
No.
When you start to do like stuff like that, I feel like you've run out of ideas. It's like what Ferrari are doing when they're going, it's a Testarossa, isn't it? And it looks like an F40 though, but it is called the Testarossa. And it's got a monobrow, which is like a Daytona. I think you've run out of ideas at that point. You've gone, what were we good at? Oh no, we'll do the same again.
Just put them all together.
Make something nice.
It's AI. It's asking AI and going, mate, put all the best features of my cars together, and then turning out not the best bits, just getting something vaguely familiar to all of those and going, it'll do.
And then they give it to AI and say,
now
what
this
do you
is
think?
BMW,
and it's gone. That's amazing.
That's
not a failure. That's evolution.
That's a great question. Thanks for asking, Ferrari. What's that?
I was drinking water for anyone asking or wondering.
I have a thought on this. Bring it. Do you still have it there?
No, I don't. But I can get. Was that the X5?
Yeah. The one thing I don't like about this Neue class thing they're doing is that I don't think it looks retro at all. You can't just put.
It's not. I don't think it looks retro, but it's the retro features like the grills.
That's what annoys me. That's what annoys me because you can't give it one retro feature and say that it looks like the design language.
Yeah.
When Edwin brings it up in the next 3 to 5 working days,
right. he's just drawing it.
Yeah. I have to remake that Photoshop.
And somehow it'll look better.
Yeah.
I didn't want the front, but it's okay.
Sorry, did you specify that out of interest?
I didn't.
No, I didn't think so.
The front with the kiddie grills, that's the only thing that makes it like an old BMW. The only thing.
The back's better.
You can have that, which is a render of it.
That's fine. That's actually better.
That's better. But it's not different to what I've just seen.
Because that's a render of someone, not the actual one.
Okay.
Also, that's a Volvo XC60. They've put that on.
Yes, they have. Yeah, no, you're right.
Why aren't BMW and manufacturers just hiring the people who make the renders? There's some really cool renders out there, and they go, "What? We just hire."
I agree. Now, I have news that neither of you know. Maybe you do, but this is it's tough. I'm going to put a photo on the screen. You're going to tell me what that is.
That's an Audi A8.
I'd say that is that.
Is an A8?
A6.
Don't tell me that's an A6.
Or was an A8.
Dead.
They've
killed the A8 dead.
Audi A8 gone forever.
That's sad.
Can't say that forever, but it is dead. They've completely...
No, they'll bring it back and say, I say 9.
They've discontinued it in favour of the Audi Q9 SUV, which is coming.
Stupid idiot.
But China,
Well, so supposedly,
China love this car.
there you go. Supposedly, the demand for the SUV, this is a render, this is not an actual one of it, is the Q9 SUV. So it's I would assume, as big as an X7.
But
so
they have a Q7.
that's the size of an X5 in their terms.
Well, that's a
Q7,
Q5.
X5. No.
No, Q5 is then going to be like an X4 or an X3, and then and then a Q2 and 1 is going to be like an X1.
Stupid.
Okay, no, nice.
Similar numbers, though, isn't it?
Yeah, they add up at the
No,
end.
because I don't.
No.
But
Do you know
but the
why?
bigger issue here is that the Audi A8, the boy, the biggest guy.
Yeah.
I still, when I see an A8, even when I do see like a 3-litre diesel, I still do go, it's kind of cool.
You know what? It means, it shows to me that business is failing in the world.
Is this the
If there
designer
aren't-
talking?
No, just in general, the
Okay.
whole world, business is failing because there aren't businessmen anymore. We don't get businessmen
Or women?
or women. We don't get business folk. We
Yeah.
aren't getting. No one's doing business.
No, exactly.
No one's doing business and going, well, I've done enough business, and now I've got so much money in the business. I'll just lease an A8
I need to get something
or
long.
a 7 Series. Or why? Where's that gone then?
Inherently, business comes with a length.
And we need
should your-
business out back, isn't it?
The big,
No.
the bigger the business, the longer the car.
Exactly.
We've all known that since the
It
start.
doesn't get taller; it gets longer.
Businessmen don't rock around in A1s.
Nope.
No, they're
It's true.
going A8 long boy.
I
But-
need length.
But Q7, but then having a 4x4, that doesn't scream business to me. That screams school run.
Or it screams to me, I have some money, but what do I do with it? And that's not what you want to hear.
This is all I had.
And that's
Like,
not
there
what you
was
want to
no
hear about a
A8.
businessman. If someone walked into my business and said, hey man, I don't know what I'm doing, I wouldn't want him, would I?
And
No.
what will taxi drivers do?
Oh, I think they drive taxis.
Yeah, probably.
No, but
Taxis,
like
I wouldn't
like
imagine
fancy
A8.
ones.
Fancy taxis, yeah.
That's what-
They're relegating
You're running out
themselves.
of options.
I feel
and now
weird.
those people will have to buy an S-Class. They will have to buy a 7 Series. And then Audi, losing business. And you already know this, which is why you've probably made that decision. And it probably makes no odds to you. But trust me, you're losing business here.
Something about climbing up into a taxi feels wrong to me.
No, agreed.
I should be getting down into
A
it.
4x4 taxi does not run.
Down into it.
You should though, do you know what I mean?
I would agree. No, like
Yeah.
actually, that feels wrong to get in. If you get into the back of a 4x4 taxi, I feel like I'm going to school.
Yeah.
Like I'm being taken.
Like a bus.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Just get a bus. Why don't taxi drivers buy buses? They can,
Voluntarily
they can get way more people in that. What? Hold on, we've just cracked the whole thing.
And then they wouldn't have to pay because
They
they're
could
going
stop
that way
along the
anyway.
way.
So
No.
just might as well give us a lift.
And then you just kind of get like a business together with the local council to just stop at certain places and everyone gets on at that place.
Yeah.
You drop them off at the next stop,
Turn around, back you come.
turn around, go back the way you came.
Or you can get a slightly bigger one, do like longer distance trips.
This
Yeah.
is you know what? We talk about business. This might be a new one.
This is what I mean. This is what the country and the world is lacking. Is why the A8's dead.
And that's why we're going to rock up in one of these.
Yeah.
Because
Business folk.
it is sad though, because that is underappreciated Audi as it is.
Also, there have been some very cool A8 based things. You got S8s. You got like they made a V10
Yeah.
A8.
Why is that?
in-
Why
in
would
the
you need to
S8.
make that?
And now it's just gone. It's dead.
Mm.
And
Is
then
there a W12 or V10? Or
there's
W10?
W12, yeah, a 6 litre.
V10.
No V10 in
No
the
V10.
in
Oh,
the-
W12 is what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of because it's like mini flying spur type beat.
Yeah, I think it is the same engine
Yeah.
as a Continental.
So like what? Yeah, Audi and BMW. Let your people speak to us. Like
on Mercedes. Yeah, we're getting rid of the 4-cylinder, going back to a V8. Now that's business.
yeah, someone's taking the right stuff over at Merc, whereas Audi and Merc they're just like neeks.
So February 2026, the UK order books for the Audi A8 officially closed, marking the end of the factory orders for the flagship saloon. And in that last one, you could have the 4-litre V8 still. So that's just and they were S8s. So right until the end, we had S8. It's sad.
It's a tough one to take.
What
It's
we
a
got
tough one.
next?
I won't be able to buy an A8 now. Brackets. I was never interested until they were £3,000.
I have put something together. People with glue.
People make sandwiches.
We talked a little bit before about top 10s, top 10, 2000 supercars, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
I would like to do another one.
Top 10 numbers.
Number one will shock you. It's a little bit delirious. It's 9 o'clock at night. I've got the top 10 worst drivers,
Oh God.
and I'd like you to rank them.
Specific people?
Yeah, no, Jay. Number one.
Jay number one. Who's just beaten Benjamin Rogers to the post.
Right. I'm going to have to write these down as we go. The rules are very simple. They're quite complicated. I'm going to read out an option. and you're going to tell me which number that goes in without knowing what the rest of them are.
And then once it's in there, it's
And
locked
that's one
in.
to
When
10,
it's
right?
locked in, it's locked in. my
You're not
guys.
very nice, are you?
Exactly right. So, where we like, oh no, that's for me to choose when we start.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
the
here we
host
go.
of the game.
First things first. Middle lane hogs.
Oh, they're
That's up there for me.
in a land. Oh, but hang on. Let me think about what could come.
Yeah, exactly. This is your issue.
We've got.
And there is a bonus.
There's not many worse.
So just to let you know, there's 10 plus a bonus one. The bonus one I don't need. You can put in anywhere in the list.
All right, well,
Honourable mention. To
Will-
it be.
Yeah.
ignore him. Let's get serious.
I'd be
right now.
happy to go with a 2 on that one.
I would
with
be
two.
also happy with 2
Actually, I'd
because
be pretty happy to put that at
I don't want to go 1 yet because it could be worse.
What's that then?
It's
What
gotta
could
be
be
Who's
than that?
worse than that?
Think
The
about it.
police.
No, I know who's worse than that. I know.
Meanwhile, the actual quite large amount of police listening to this podcast. Hey, I got. By the way, random anecdote.
I got
was-
arrested.
Random anecdote. I'm the police. I was coming off of a motorway in the ML63, and there was a police car. Look, even when you're not doing something wrong, as a car person, you go, "Have I got an MOT? Is that illegal? Is that right?
Is this the right plate for this car?
Was I doing everything right?" Even though you know you are. And I pulled up alongside this police car at a junction at like a motorway slip road, and I did that thing where you just stare ahead. And you're like, I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look anywhere. I don't know what in my head I'm like. Looking around makes me suspicious. The
Meanwhile,
policeman,
Also,
the policeman
looking
just
forward
staring
and not-
outside of your head.
policeman looking at me. He just looked to his left. Arrest him.
He's
But-
not checking his mirrors. Pull him over.
But so I looked over to my left. Just thought I'll catch a peep for this policeman. And he was in the car and he did this at me. He did that, which is a T sign. He did a D sign, and he did a C sign at me, and then gave me a thumbs up. And I was like, "Yo!"
It's when he went T
Is
and
it-
then went pack.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
And
And,
he was
then
like, okay,
four
so-
other police cars came around. So you're going number 2, middle lane hogs.
Now, I would love to go with 1, but Ben isn't allowing it.
Okay.
And
It's 2
unfortunately, Ben's
because
the
it
boss.
could always
Okay,
be
there we
worse.
go.
Completely
But I don't
understandable.
know what could be worse.
Neither
but
do
fine,
I,
But
but-
fine, you'll regret this.
Now, some of these are high level, some of these are low level. It's just kind of
Sure.
it's up for your interpretation.
Yeah.
EV drivers.
Do you know what? 7.
Okay.
Six.
Now Ben took
5.
Ben took no time to think about that.
5. They're middle of the road. They're kind of annoying, but you also there are some I reckon that just pass me by and they're perfectly fine.
Exactly.
I think at this point there's so many that 7 is fair.
6.
This is what I was
Meet me in
thinking.
the middle at 6.
Still 6.
This is what I was thinking. There is a special breed of penises in electric cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taycan penises.
Take hand people. Yeah.
You know.
Also,
E-trons.
Tesla Model Y, I've got a particular issue with you because you just don't know how to drive.
Also, there's a crossover. There
Which
is
is-
unfortunately a
Which is,
crossover.
in this case, the very thing you're looking at.
I-
I'm
I'm
assuming that this will be on the list, but there is a crossover because it's like Uber drivers
Well,
and taxi
stop
drivers.
spoiling it.
Hey,
Yeah, I know, but that's why. Like, where do you put them in? Like, how do you categorize them?
I'll be honest.
How do I put these people in a box?
I'll be honest. I've only got 2 or 3 that are specific types like those. The rest are kind of actions. So
People.
And they speak louder than
people.
words.
That's it. Number 1, people.
people. All right, so I'd be
6.
happy with 6.
6, sure.
We're both happy to log that in.
6.
Right. EV
You,
drivers.
you
But they-
gave me a
but
little
they-
smile then.
What's
I
that?
felt like you think that's wrong.
But just as a warning,
No,
they could easily be 3.
I'm not part of this. I'm not part of
What
this.
does that mean?
Like, they could be 3.
Yeah.
If you took the worst of them,
Of
and said,
course,
like,
yeah.
they're the biggest offenders. We have to punish them as a whole. But there are some that fly under the radar, and you get away with it. So we're going to put you.
There
We're
are some-
playing averages right now.
Yeah, exactly. There are some people that are just normal people that happen to own an electric car. They're
Yeah.
not electric car cocks. Right, next people. Smart motorway merchants. And by that, I mean people that are, the moment a 50 comes up in the distance, they're at 50 a mile and a half back down the road.
That's tough. but-
The lane saying move over, they've moved over 3 miles beforehand.
Now-
Even though they can see it says national speed limit ahead,
They know it.
they're still doing 37 miles an hour.
Exactly
Even
correct.
though it was 60 back there.
Exactly.
But despite the fact, even though logically I could speed up.
I'm allowed.
I'm allowed.
It's over there.
There's no
it's allowed.
speed camera here.
Does-
I could build up speed, but I won't.
A policeman might see me from a distance, have time to merge onto the
Yeah.
motorway, speed up, catch up,
And
pull you
if we get
over,
in and go,
and kill you.
Did you do that before that gantry, you bugger?
I'm putting them at number 8. I'll tell you why. Because
Because they're just following the law.
That makes sense.
they allow me to get places quicker. If they
Ooh.
all move over and queue up,
But they don't.
They don't.
hold on, a lot of them do. You know when you come up to like a lane closure and just merge and turn. So you're allowed to go up to the very end and then merge
In turn.
in your turn. It's my turn, guys.
Taking turns,
Um,
aren't we?
And everyone gets in this big old half a mile long queue
Mm.
straight away. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
So for
Sure,
me,
yeah, they're
you're out my way, and now I can sail past you and then cut you up last minute.
So you're committing crime.
It's not a crime. Is it? It's not literally...
Unless it's a red X, it's not a crime.
Big red X, you're just flying down.
No,
red
the one
X.
where it's a little arrow going, guys, get it.
Okay. Guys, you're going...
I'd be happy at 8.
I think I specified merge in turn.
8 or 9. They're kind of harmless.
Sure.
You come across them every now and then.
Let's go 9.
Oh, and... Yeah, okay.
9.
We got to fill the back end somehow.
And also, yeah. Right, well, no, I know that. C.R.E.A.M drivers.
Oh, certified.
You know what? No, they're quite annoying.
Because you know what they do? Do you know what C.R.E.A.M drivers do? They ruin a good motorway ecosystem.
Yeah, that's fair.
You join a motorway. It's like life. You join a motorway. You don't know what your place is yet in this motorway. You have to sit on the bench a little bit and watch and just like find your feet. Like joining a new school is a great one. Like when you're young. What's that?
I'm loving this. Please.
Yeah, no. Like you join the school. You don't straight away start. You don't Billy Big Balls. You have to get a lay of the land, even if it's for only a few seconds. You got to work out what's happening.
That's true.
As you move, you realize who are the leaders and who are the followers, who are the sheep.
Who's wearing Golas, who's wearing Adidas.
Exactly that. Some people move to the left. Some people, they're with you. They're with you in that right lane. And you, some people are with you in the right lane and you see them move back after an overtake and you're like, right, we're a gang. We're moving together through this motorway. C.R.E.A.M drivers ruin that.
Yeah.
They fly up down the left. All the sheep get scared. They start cutting you up.
They're wolves.
There's brakes. There's all that sort of stuff.
Wolves, but they work alone.
Yeah.
But are we talking about like swimming?
No, we're talking about motorway drivers.
yeah.
So someone who just joined, you can see them. You see it. You'll see it in your mirror. You see a pair of Xenons.
Someone that spells wicked with a V. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Mad spacing in the number plate, tinted.
Yeah.
Like you can see the chameleon tint a mile.
But I don't
away.
care about how you modified your car. That's for you to ruin. But what I'm saying is that are we talking about like they are doing dangerous things?
They're C.R.E.A.M driving.
You can see they're going across multiple lanes, coming back in. They're looking for that room.
Untaking.
Yeah. Because also, not many of them are good at it.
No.
Some of them you can see. You can progress along the motorway in a perfectly legal manner, and you'll notice that they're still with you.
They make no progress.
Now, I was prepared to go into this at like a 7 because I think the certified drivers, when no one's around,
Hey,
you're just a chopper.
4.
Aren't we all certified drivers? We have our license after all.
It's true.
I'd put them at 4.
Hang on, let me finish explaining.
4.
When no one else is around, you're just putting yourself in danger and you look like a chopper. That's completely fine. But when there's other people around, you get very close to killing many people, and that to me is kind of that's
So
what
that
I
puts them. So what? So it's an 8 for you.
So yeah.
So, these are the most likely to sort of murder great numbers of people. So for that reason, 10.
Oh,
So I'm saying is I think it moves up. So I'm saying, what do we have available to us?
you have 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 10.
3 or 4?
4?
That's what Will said from the beginning, and you said no, be quiet.
What? Hang on. So we've got, if we put them at 3, right, let's say we've got that, and the middle lane hoggers are above that, which I think some people will take umbrage with.
Hey,
which I'm cool with,
but you don't know that you never knew the lay of the land.
which means someone's worse than both of them.
Yeah. I think they're 4. I think they're 4.
All right, 4.
People slowing down at a green light just in case.
You know what? It's kind of innocent. You're probably quite old. 9.
I was going to say this. There is an air of old people to this whole thing.
Yeah.
But you must discount that. It must be a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
We need to be empirical.
We don't
So
do age.
We don't know exactly. No ageism here.
Slowing down for a green light's fine.
I really dislike it. It really annoys me.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's annoying, but it's actually seldom seen.
Yeah.
As in, it happens, but I don't think it's like, it's
So
happening,
what
it's
would
happening
like?
daily.
You've got 7, 8, or 10 available to you in that higher tier.
We had a 9.
I think they could just go 10.
10, yeah,
Pretty,
harmless.
Harmless. 10.
Lovely. We've got people who slam on the brakes at traffic officers.
Oh, that's got to be up there for
7,
me.
8. We've got 7 and 8 left. And 1.
You've got 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 bingo halls for no reason.
5.
Yeah,
so in the middle.
That is. Oh, do you know what?
Those people they're also offending in other places.
Do they count?
I'm picking up what you put now.
Do they count as? Would they go onto Waze and put the traffic?
Oh yeah, no, of course,
100% 5.
Surely, our
yeah,
fog reporters on the list.
No, I'll be
Okay,
honest.
right.
I considered it, but I thought we had some other ones.
5.
People that do not dip their high beams, they just leave their high beams on. They don't care.
On my commute home, it's many, many back roads, and it's normally dark. And those people that don't do that, honestly, just keep it like, just don't do that.
fair. That's a
I
fair.
had to really try. I was trying to pick a word that isn't a swear word, and I was like, okay, just don't do that ever again.
He kept it PG on that one. That was nice.
So
It's I don't know if it's worse if you've left it on and then just before you get to me you go, oh sorry,
Yeah.
and then you turn it off. I'd rather you just blinded me the whole way.
I quite enjoy it.
What do you? Sorry,
Well,
because
I'm
you like to flash them
So
back.
because when I first started driving, a lot of it was countryside driving because that's where I lived. So
Who are?
down in the southwest.
Yeah.
So what,
Headlights, I got a couple of candles.
couple of glowworms.
Tractors at night.
So what I find it very satisfying when someone's coming towards you, and you
Just head on.
and you get to give them a little flash of like, come on, mate, come on. And then when they dip their beams, it's like, yeah, I told you.
Yeah, but the thing is, but that's the issue. You're so oblivious that you just not. How do you not realize?
But
It brings rage to me.
It really
And
does.
Actually,
I get really angry with it.
I would like to make an invention. This is not related to this.
headlights.
No. Why hasn't anyone made a dimming windscreen?
Okay,
You can't see where you're going.
No, but that's not how that works.
Someone with high beams comes on, windscreen goes black. Well, that's better.
That shouldn't be how that works.
No, they should dip their beams. You shouldn't have to compromise for them.
What if it was an auto?
No, because then everyone could drive around with the main beams on. We could have absolute solar powered moons.
But we have that now
going
because we
down the
have
streets.
those lights that auto dip, and we have lights that block out the car coming towards you.
Yeah, but they don't.
Hey, now we're getting besides the point.
What numbers we got?
You've got 1,
5.
3, 7, 8.
7.
Wait, was there no 5?
5 is
No, we just
taken
took
up
5.
by people
You
who slam on the
stupid.
brakes at traffic officers.
You've just been there.
And
It's
you were the
literally
one
most
that said
recent one.
5.
I call them 7.
7, fine.
I could put them higher, but unfortunately, the higher number we have is too high for
I'm
them.
fine with 7.
I'd like to slash all their tires because I feel it's also an age thing. If you're young, when I was younger, I actually didn't care. I'm not saying I'm super old, but I'm pretty old compared to like Ben at least. And now I get angry at it because it's like a flashbang.
Well, so it really is.
Whereas when I was like 21, I could firm that like.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant you used to leave them on, but
No.
Yeah,
but like once someone that's a bit annoying.
you just deal with it.
Whereas
yeah.
now I'm just seeing stars.
Because of your age, your
Yeah.
like your corneas are getting old. So
Yes.
it hurts more.
Yeah, and I have to pull over.
You are old. That's true.
and they're up on the side of the motorway
32 will do that to a man.
I'm not that old
yet.
yet.
Okay.
I'm planning to get to that age.
People now I've put this as people using the D-pad, and by that I mean they're on the motorway. They are go or stop. They are accelerating all the way up,
Okay.
and then they're braking really hard.
Oh, that's a big one for
They
me.
cannot modulate their speed, and it goes silent as the players enter the game.
What have we got
8.
left? What have we got left?
You've got
I don't think there
1,
are 3.
3, and 8.
I don't
It's
think
not
there are
1 or
3 or
3.
1.
It's
It has to
8.
be an 8, doesn't it?
8.
They're infuriating, and again, if that's you, let's get some training done.
It's not on-off switch, guys. You can just modulate speed or get cruise control.
It's a pedal. It's got like it's got progression. You don't have. You can do better. But 8.
People that do 30 mile an hour everywhere, they're doing it through a 20, they're doing it through a 40, they're doing it through a 50,
Does that
perhaps
class
even a 60.
Does that class as people? Would that include people who merge onto the motorway at 30 as well?
No,
That's the last one, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm putting it because that's my biggest thing.
All right. Are we happy to put this at 3?
3?
Because it leaves almost by design this mystery final
Yeah.
one
No,
to be our number one,
it's
and
not
we'll
the
either
mystery-
regret it or not.
It is not the mystery final one. You have 2 left, one of which is a classed one. So it will be people that do not speed up on motorway entrances.
That for me is 1 because I've actually nearly.
What's the other one?
Wait, hang on. I've actually nearly got in quite a few crashes from that
Because you're doing 20 on the motor.
because when I try and merge, like because there's
Did you get
There
the
is-
jaws of life out?
there is a. There is like a lorry coming in the left-hand lane, and they merge at 30, and I'm behind them. Like, okay, cool. Either I'm getting hit by the lorry, or I have to do a maneuver where I just rev my car to red line to get past all of you.
But the clutch is in.
Yeah, yeah. And
off
nothing
the
happens.
limiter for no reason.
So for me, that's number
Neutral.
1. That's absolutely number 1.
I don't think they are. They're annoying, but are they worse than 30 drivers and middle lane? I
because
wish we'd put number 1 as the middle lane guys.
I agree,
I
but
thought
I also
it might happen.
I
told
think,
you.
I think actually they cause more danger than middle lane hoggers, though.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
No, they cause more danger, but I don't care about danger. I care about inconvenience.
Danger's his middle name.
yeah.
haven't you?
Classic Will comment. Yeah, doesn't scare me, does it?
No, because it's purely it's something I have to work around. I can work around this, but if you're a middle lane hogger and there's enough of you, it's like getting stuck in a herd of I wasn't going to say sheep. I want to say, when you see like herds of cattle,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Kind of the same thing.
like
Bison.
or like the Lion King or something,
Do you
and then you
know
sort of get stuck in the
lions?
middle of that. and like you can't get out of it.
Wilderbeast.
That's middle lane.
Lovely.
Wilderbeast, precisely.
Very
not.
good.
I was going to say.
but Wilderbeast
deer.
famously are quite quick.
No, but they're not getting out of the way. They don't understand that I am a.
When have you ever been in that
I'm a
situation?
highly tuned hyena.
I thought you were going to say a higher being.
Of course. Sorry. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Of course, he thinks he's a hyena.
Of course you
No,
do.
they're kind of scavengers though.
Yeah, but they're still like a predator.
But they're pretty quick, yeah.
When have you ever been in a situation where you know that wildebeest will not get out of your way? When does that ever happen?
You don't know Wilson.
In Slough.
Now, you know how bees, is it bees or wasps? You know how bees
Yeah,
are
I'm
wasps?
a wasp among the bees, isn't I?
Well,
Yeah.
you know how one of them, they kill things by suffocating them.
Bees
Yeah, yeah.
suffocate things.
Yeah,
Famously, they have stingers.
No, they
I've never had like an arm lock from a bee.
No,
Where he's got me in a headlock and gone,
They get around them and they vibrate and they get so hot they kill the thing inside it. That's what middle lane hoggers are. They're trapping enough of those.
Yeah.
You're trapped. You're
Sorry.
done.
What?
Yeah, I'm 90% sure
Find
that's
out
true.
about bees. Bring up bees.
All I saw was bees strangling another bee.
For me. All right. So they kill other bees.
Yeah.
So bees
But
are
that's
fine.
No,
That's what
other-
middle lane
other
hoggers
things.
are.
They're
Middle lane
bees.
hoggers, they're just suffocating us. They're just strangling our freedom. That's all we all want is freedom.
Bees kill a hornet with heat. They vibrate. It's a specialized defense mechanism, most notably utilized by the Japanese honeybee to kill intruding hornets. By vibrating their flight muscles, the bees create a hot defensive ball around a predator, producing temperatures that can reach 48 degrees Celsius,
So
which is
not
enough to kill the
UK
wasp.
bees. UK bees don't do that.
Have that some National Geographic.
So
yeah.
they kill hornets.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy.
Anyway,
No-
we're getting off
Yeah.
topic.
So what's this fine? I'm happy to
Number one.
no
roll. Right, here we go.
That one you just said, which was about whatever it was, people who merge on. I'm happy to leave that one off the list and take whatever this last one is as a.
I'm gonna. So no, you can't.
I can't do that.
You can't remove, but you can put this last one wherever you'd like.
I can overwrite something.
Oh, so that one has to go one then. We
Where,
just had.
where
Right.
the sun don't shine, if
Fine.
you like. I'm gonna read back your list. Number one, people that do not speed up on motorway entrances.
that's nice.
The worst offenders.
That's
I
a
agree
bad-
with that.
that's a
I
bad
agree with
take.
that. That annoys me.
Dreadful
Number two, middle lane hogs.
Too low.
Number three, the 30 mile an hour going everywhere.
Mm.
That, you weren't left with many choices at the end. You got to do what you got to do. Number four, 30 drivers.
I think that they've got away
Yeah,
quite clean.
they've
there.
got like.
They're at least above.
Not even a podium.
They're at least above 30 mile an hour people.
Yeah.
Because you can get around them.
Yeah.
Number five, people who slam on the brakes at traffic officers. I think deservedly high on that.
Mm.
Number six, EV drivers, just catching strays for no reason. Number seven, people that do not dip their high beams.
Yep.
Number eight, people that use the D-pad. Number nine, smart motorway merchants. And number 10, people slowing down at a green light in case it changes.
I think from 4 down, it's a bit of a sort of a malaise.
Yeah.
Could be anyone.
Yeah.
You could kind of mix them around.
We
a
have
bit.
mashed up our top three.
I
though.
think. Yeah. No, that's your fault.
Well, as yours too. I think famously we both did the game.
Yeah,
didn't
we did, but you just forced me out of it.
Oh,
didn't
okay,
you?
interesting.
What's this? What's this wild card? This wild extra one.
I'd like to pitch it to Ben. I think Ben should choose this.
Is it just Ben?
It's emergency services. Where would you put those
No,
on?
that's
Worst
good.
drivers?
Behind me, wherever I am.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I'm like number two, I'd put them.
But what would you
Three.
like it to be? I mean, in that
As drivers,
in that list of 10,
well, they'd be my let me think. They'd be 10, wouldn't they?
they'd be 10. So you don't mind them at all. You really don't mind them.
I don't put. I have no. In fact,
Harmless.
do you know what? That makes it much worse. Ben feels nothing towards them, but he still does that. To them.
no. I put them in 10.
Yeah, exactly. That means that's worse. That's the 1 is the worst, 10 is the least worst.
But they're not. That's what I'm saying. They're good.
Well, that's what I mean. It's
They're not
crazy
bad.
that you don't even mind them, yet you do what you do.
But
to
you
them.
want me to put them at number one as the worst?
Well, that would make
I agree
sense.
with what they do. I think it's fantastic a lot of the time.
You just like then getting, wasting their time.
Hey man, listen, I pay my taxes. I like them sometimes.
I pay some of my Bristol fines.
No, I'm not paying Bristol fines, but
So there we have it. A top 10 of the worst drivers. Let us know if you agree or disagree.
I think
And
we've let you down on that one.
we'll visit with more things soon.
chuck your top 10s in the comments.
And shout out to the bees.
Yeah, and don't go near them because they will get hot.
In Japan, though, they're,
Only
cool.
in
They're pretty cool here.
Japanese honeybees.
Actually, it's thick here.
What we got next? Crazy.
Let's talk about Edwin. You put cars and 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 caffeine.
Look,
What?
we are partly guilty of it with food and fuel.
Yeah.
But why does every car thing have to be a cars and something?
'Cause
Why
it's
does it have to be something and something?
It comes from cars and coffee.
We are
right?
going to
I
make our
know.
own one.
But why does it always have to be? Why can't we think outside the box?
We've made one. It's cars and clowns.
Yeah. And
So
it's
and we'll all be there.
fitting.
and it's
we're
four
all gonna be there.
creamers. And it's four creamers. We're all clowns here. The cars are the focus. The clowns are just here.
Could even
as
just be clowns
proxy.
and cars. Like clowns
Yeah.
first and foremost. There might be cars.
Yeah, no, they might be.
It's just a clown meet. But it is always, and I'm always intrigued. There seems to be such little creativity because you get like cars and cream.
Oh.
Well, why are we not doing that?
Cars and-
Actually, maybe we spoke too soon.
Maybe I misjudged you.
But they're always it's some sort of it's cars, and then it's like, oh, what else starts with a C? There's lots of things that start with a C.
Can we get one each just
Yeah.
off the top of the dome?
Yeah, but for cars, it's a car meet event, sort of in the morning.
It's a great event. You're going to be there.
I'm going to be there. Right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be motor vehiculars and refreshments.
Like that rolls off the tongue. Nice, that one. I'm going to call it Cars and Crumble.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you know what? I might go to that.
A really difficult thing to serve.
But there's only Mark 1 MX-5s that are literally hanging.
Yeah.
Like they are there. They are
Crumbly cars.
ready to go
Yeah.
at any
But
point.
it's only you can only. There's no coffee. There's no crumpets. There's no croissants. There's no anything like that.
It's just apple crumble.
It's not. It's just crumble.
What's crumble?
Well, I haven't been able to fit apple crumble in the name, have I?
So, but what's
But you can't
Crumble.
call it
It's
apple
crumble without the apple.
Is that
apple
just-
crumble would be too specific because you got
like
a rhubarb crumble.
Yeah, no, but I can't fit that in the name, can I?
so what? It's
I
just
can't call it Cars and Rhubarb Crumble.
It's just the top layer then.
Rusty Cars and Rhubarb Crumbles.
Although,
might
to be
work.
fair, as
sounds
far
a-
as crumble goes,
That is a mechanic shop somewhere.
the top layer makes it crumble. The rest is just
That's
baked
what I
fruit.
mean.
Cars and Crumble.
Okay,
I
lovely.
actually would go to that. I'm going to go with motors and macaroons.
Oh, I like that. It's a French theme.
yeah.
Motors
And
and the macaroons.
Voitures. Nice.
Vehicles and violations. Street
Transportation
racing.
and triceps.
And
Okay,
tripe.
it's a little gym. It's a collaboration with Blake Sandberg. Shout out Blake Sandberg.
Shout out Blake Sandberg.
The fitness and car meet. So let us know your best for car related event. Maybe we might pick one for the next cream meet. Just a random one that came off the top of the dome.
Yeah, it's just infuriating. Stop naming things.
Stop naming things.
Stop naming. Just someone may call it something else.
Okay, go on
Cars.
then. What would you call it?
Car meet.
Car meet.
Car meet 1, and then the next one,
Car meet 1.1.
2 car 2 meet. Thank you.
The
Sorry.
car and the meet.
The car and he knows.
Yeah,
Tokyo meet.
Tokyo Drift. And then it would be,
car 4. No,
Oh.
no, that would be cars 4. No, sorry.
what would it be?
Meet 4. No, cars 4.
Cars 4. And then it would be
Meet 5.
meet 5.
Man, who knows?
And then it would just be
Meet.
car meet 7.
Sure.
Okay, that all makes sense. I'd like to talk about roadworks.
Okay.
And this is going to be another
Can you-
old
can
man.
you re-
Someone's going to go, oh, this is going to be old man moaning.
Can you read out what you put in the chat?
Not
for
one
it?
bit.
No. Well, just give me a rough.
2 4-letter words
Yeah, lovely.
mashed together to become one big, really offensive one. What is going on
In the house.
now I've noticed this. This is a thing. But I want to know, right? It's coming to the end of the financial year. You all know as business folk.
Of course,
Right.
I'm going home my A8.
In my
absolutely.
I'll open
Right.
up QuickBooks. I'm going
It's coming to the end of the financial year, and you always hear this rumor, this speak of like
They got
this
to
is
use
when-
up the rest of the budget.
They got to use a budget. Now, if that is true, who? This is why there aren't A8s, because who's running businesses like that? Who's going? Well, we won't spend a penny, will we? And they get to March and go, oh,
Wait,
but
Did you spend up that
we've got
budget?
37 million to spend. Dig up the roads all now, right now, because everywhere I go, there are roadworks. But you have all this budget to spend. If that's true, someone let us know. Is that true? I don't know. Seems to be actually quite a nice little
What's that then? What's that word?
fact.
Use your words.
Coincidence.
Okay.
Because I came to some roadworks this morning on a road that doesn't normally have roadworks on it, despite the 87 other roads that do have roadworks on them. And I saw on my ways, it's had a little red line.
Mhm.
No fog that day.
No.
Little red
Traffic
line. I
traffic
thought,
officer?
okay, no, wasn't there.
No
There was a report of police though.
Okay.
So little red line. I thought, okay, normally there's not a red line here. Must be traffic. I get a little bit closer forward. It says there is traffic. You can see the sign where it says there's a traffic light. I get to there. I get to the top of it. It's taken me some time to get there. Some delay has happened. I can see cones. I'm like, okay, there must be lights here. Then I realised I was sat for some time while other cars kept coming. Just kept coming. Like, okay, when will our turn be? And then when I get to the top of it, I'm behind a lorry. It takes ages. There is no light.
Okay.
Actually, I'll take that back. There is a light. But there are two lights and there's a cone. Hang on.
Are you making this up?
I'm not making this up.
We went from no lights to one light to two.
There are, as you would expect with traffic lights, two sets. One set of two. There you go. One pair of traffic lights.
This feels like
one
maths
for one
at school.
side, one for our side. Where are they facing? Are
Each
they facing
other.
me?
No.
Are they facing them?
Are they facing them?
No, they're facing the trees.
Okay.
Oh, when they push them to one side.
They're facing the trees.
Well, they got no.
But are there still cones?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. So there is a piece of road that has been cordoned off by the powerful cone. And that's because there was a manhole cover that has ever so slightly dislodged.
He's fallen over.
It has slightly dislodged. That's all I could see.
Okay.
No one is on site.
Okay.
And the traffic lights are facing the trees.
So
it has left the general public to choose who goes when.
Hunger Games type.
And obviously that's not going to work, is it? People need to be governed by light. They have to be governed by 3 lights, otherwise no one knows when to go. Who made that choice? Someone paid money to a company and said, right, you are on that job. I've contracted you. Go and set up the lights. And they went, right, here's the lights. Face the trees. We're off. We're talking like 8:30.
They took the money.
They took the money and ran.
So if someone knows something about roadworks,
and how did you overcome this issue?
I just drove through it. Well, I had to
the codes.
I would love that.
Would you?
I would love that. If I had a car I didn't care about, I'd love to obliterate the cones. But I need more from the construction companies, from the building people.
What's your ideal roadworks? What's your perfect Sunday?
I think they should be doing them at night.
No, okay, but fine. But let's say it's your standard meet and two, light on one side, light on the other. We're having to move into one lane. We got to take turns.
You know the ones I quite like, and they work quite well, is when there's 2 men with signs.
Oh, they do the stop and go?
Yeah.
Okay.
They normally work quite well because someone's using a little bit of logic.
It's true.
Rather than someone programming a machine, a machine, and the machine goes, well, I don't blame that, do I? I think we'll wait 3 days.
Green. No, yellow.
Green. I'll tell you what, we'll let this one go for 20 minutes.
And then I'll go green, 4 seconds.
Yeah, so you've had your chance. If you're not loaded up on the torque converter and ready to go, you are missing this green light.
Like you're at Santa Pod. Yeah, no, he's pre-staged. Let him go.
If someone knows something about why, is it the financial year thing? Because if so, I'm losing faith in business. Because you can't go a whole year then go, oh God, bloody hell, I better take out the roads, better we?
Maybe the A8 died for a good reason.
Because you don't get to March and go, oh, here's the budget we have. Surely you knew that. You must have known that. And gone, right, how do we evenly distribute this budget throughout the year on the current issues at play?
I mean, that's what a budget is, isn't it? It's choosing how much money you spend throughout the year.
Like it's like us going, no, well, better buy a Bugatti, better we?
For the entire year on TC, you get us working on the same car for pennies. Then we go, yep, anyway, we've got Koenigsegg.
Yeah, haven't spent a penny, have we? Because we thought, well, why spend the budget? We have to do it in March, don't we?
Oh, is it March? Oh, we better film a podcast.
Oh, we better dig up the roads.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're digging up the roads, do it at night.
We got now.
Isn't it mad that day to day with roadworks, nothing changes, and then when you look around, everything's the same?
Everything's the same.
So
crazy.
Yeah.
Edwin, you got a conspiracy for us?
I have
related to subscriptions.
I have a conspiracy. Everyone is always going on about subscriptions. You know, the world's going to end because everyone's got Hulu or Bingus or some sort of weird thing where you can watch one program every 3 weeks.
What's your strangest subscription?
That's a great question. Let me think about that. But let me carry on speaking.
Sorry, go on.
I think the original subscription is the car. Now, granted, the car, you buy that outright, unless you finance, in which you're subscribing to
a
car.
finance company.
It's like buying a television.
But you pay for fuel.
Yeah.
That's not... It came from earlier when Jay, of all people, said something, and I said milk is the original subscription. Because when you finish your milk, you got to go get more.
Yeah.
It's not infinite milk.
But you don't need it.
No, you don't.
But you're not locked in.
But
there.
you need it. If you're having a coffee, if you're having a cereal, you got to have the milk.
The implication of a subscription, though, is that if you went, you know what, I'm not going to have any milk this week, someone would bring you milk and charge you either way.
Yeah, that's true.
That
is true.
Now, fine. I admit my logic there may be a little bit rocky, but insurance.
That's true because
tax.
I pay my tax and insurance monthly.
Fuel, maybe a little bit there, getting a little bit ropey. But cars are the original subscription model. It's, you know what?
And you have to have somewhere to keep it.
And no one talks about it. So, you know what?
Okay.
what is it? Boomer's saying, mate, you got to stop eating avocado toast and signing up to Grumble. That's Will's.
That's where he bends on Grumble.
What's Grumble?
Oh, sorry, I meant to say Crumble.
Yeah.
Did I say Grumble?
Yeah.
What's Grumble?
Geezers and Grumble.
My Gami.
So, but in actual fact, you got to stop paying your subscription to your car.
Because also, it technically, if you don't pay your tax or your insurance, the police will come and cancel your subscription.
That's crazy. That doesn't happen with Netflix. If I just stop paying my Netflix, I don't have the police going, you're done, mate. You're done.
Does it work like Netflix where if you're watching a different place, they won't let you drive your car?
Yeah, the moment you go over to France, they go, you need to jump in this Citroen.
Although technically, because you have to have insurance for another country, don't you?
Yeah. No, they make you drive a different car. In France, you have to get in a Citroen or a Renault.
Or you tell them that you're traveling and therefore they'll let you access your car for a week or so.
Which they do, which is what insurance does. It says you can use the car within 60 days out of the country.
So like sawing your car is like going on iPlayer, and then sawing it and driving your car is like going on iPlayer and saying, I've got a TV license.
I don't need one.
No, yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one. Of course I have one.
Oil changes?
Can I watch Peaky Blinders, please?
You can't just not do oil changes.
Well, you kind of...
I did the changes, didn't check the oil. Thank you very much.
You tried that sort of method.
Would you subscribe to that? Would you subscribe to oil changes?
What does that mean?
If it was periodic money
no,
coming from your account,
tyres.
and it was tyres, you'd subscribe to tyres?
Yeah.
What a weird thing to subscribe
But
to.
it's every month. You
Would
get
that
a
not
full
be
set.
Oil's kind of like...
No.
You know.
Would that not be the best thing? Because when
you had to think about that for a second.
No, I was thinking about oil for a second because I was thinking I could have it actually on the S2000 where every time the oil gets low, they come and service it.
Yeah.
They just know. That would be good. It would be about 3 times a week though. But like for you guys who like to do, on a private racetrack, like to do skids,
yeah.
You could, every time your tyres get low, new tyres. But you pay a set fee of, say, £50 a month.
Okay.
And you get a new set of tyres every time they get low. Thoughts?
But, okay, so over the year I've got realistic £600 worth of equity into that. So do I get to choose what tyres, or are they just sending me Patos?
Like for
Just
like.
buying a set of 3
Like for like. Ooh,
So if you got Cup 2Rs, they'll bring you Cup 2Rs.
Crazy.
But obviously your subscription
I don't think you'll
But so you're paying it over time instead of... But what if you sell a car and they go, hey, oh well.
But it would be... It's like meal deals.
Okay, elaborate.
The whole business model is that people go into Tesco's for a meal deal, and then when they're there, they'll get other stuff.
Other meal deals are available.
Sainsbury's, Asda, Morrison's, all of your local supermarkets. People go in there for a meal deal and they buy other things and they make more money off of that. But that's my point, is that yes, with you guys, they'd lose money because you're going through like 5, maybe 6, maybe 7 sets of tyres a year.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say 7 tyres.
7 sets of tyres a year. But for the average person, they're going through what? 1 set, if that.
I 1 set of tyres a year.
Well, that's what I mean. You're
What
getting
are they doing?
You're getting 600 squid for a set of tyres.
People at Fish Market be like...
I think they'd last longer than that. But anyway,
that's what I'm saying. That's what the money's made.
I think that's stupid.
That's what the money's made, though, isn't it?
I think oil change is better.
Yeah, oil change is a great one. I think that could work.
But how?
They just come to your house.
You know that exact thing you just described to us? Just substitute tyres for oil change.
But I don't say you make money because with tyres, not everyone would use them.
No, because then they could come to your house, couldn't they? They could say, right, you're going to pay a monthly fee. Let's say oil change. I'm trying to work this out on the spot. I don't do maths. Oil change costs £80.
Just make up the numbers.
£80. I'd say that's roughly true for a small car.
Oil change?
Just oil, though. We're literally talking just oil.
I think it's at least
just oil. Just oil. So £80. £100. That's a nice round number.
£100 is I'm more happy with.
£100, so that's it.
Okay.
Is what you're going to pay. But we're going to charge you, let's say you're going to do what? 20,000 miles a year.
Okay. Big
And you're going to want an oil change, let's say every 10K. So
we can charge you 200.
we can charge you 200. Oh God, I can't do this business thing. I can't get that A8.
A8 is not full.
A8 ain't coming to me. That's not good. So it's £180 a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
To subscribe to this.
That's so specific.
But where you...
Let's do
it's £177.73.
£10 a month. It's £120 a year.
Yeah,
I hadn't got to that bit yet.
How are you making your money?
Well, they're just going to do it quicker, aren't they?
All you've done is you just charge oil change. What you've invented is finance.
No, hang on, because £100 I've quoted for the oil change is for me going to a garage, but I'm sending Steve out with the van.
Right.
He's got no overheads.
Well,
what a van
other
is
than him.
No, but he hasn't got that. That's not the same. Though,
I don't need to eat. Don't worry about me.
I got no overheads. The van itself, it pays for itself.
So he doesn't have a van. He doesn't have a van.
This is worse than mine.
He walks.
He does.
He carries.
He's got a bicycle. You know, see Deliveroo riders, and they've got the massive long bicycle.
But he's got a oil pan on front of it loose.
But what does this help with? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Because you've invented what you've invented here is a 0% APR garage trip.
Yes.
Where you need an oil change
and it
anyway.
costs £17.60 a month.
So you just pay off your oil change over the course of a year.
Yes, it's Klarna.
Klarna.
This is ridiculous. At least my one had logic, which is that you could have as many tires as you want.
But how's yours, mate? Sorry, £600. I can have any tire I want. Because meanwhile, there's some dude with a Chiron going, great.
No, not for that. No, that'd be more. But what I'm saying is that, say, the average set of tyres, what's that? 450 quid? 400 quid? Okay. So the average person isn't going even through that per year. They pay me 600 quid.
Okay.
And then they might not even use me.
Are you just robbing them at this point?
And then you would of course use it multiple times and I'd lose money.
But
everyone else wouldn't.
What's the benefit to a normal person?
Because it means that they know that if they get a flat or if they get anything else, they got a tyre.
What would you subscribe to?
I have a few.
Like when you like actual things.
Netflix.
I mean, well, let's say you could subscribe to have a little bit more power, or heated seats, or what?
BMW listening to this right now. Okay.
But like, what would you actually do?
I would subscribe to. Can it be like a pause anytime type?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I would subscribe to like fuel economy. So I went up to Whitby a couple weeks ago, and that was a 5-hour drive each way. And that I would have liked to, if I could just pay them £5 for the month, and I get another 10 mpg, that would have been helpful.
You could do that. It's called your right foot. You could drive at 50 miles an hour and gain 5 mpg.
No, but
what if it was something
I can do
what
I do normally?
There's like they upload a temporary super eco map to your car.
Yeah, and then you just
then after that you go right, slap the the big one back on because I'm going to Brands Hatch.
Kill map back on.
Exactly. I think that would be good.
Map on the GTD. Rolling anti-lag on the steering wheel.
Do you know what I would subscribe to actually, genuinely? A man that would come to my house and fill my car up.
I thought I was going a different direction. You can do that.
Petrol.
That's a thing. That's a thing. Yeah, no, that is a thing.
A man will not bring me a fuel. That's crazy.
Yes, they will.
He'll bring me a fuel.
Yes.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to have a look at that.
That's insane.
I don't know the cost, but I know it's a thing in London. I remember seeing it when it was like a startup thing. There was one where we used to live in on the left side of London, which was called Hammersmith. I once saw it. I saw a guy in a van. He had like a pump thing, but I think it maybe got cancelled because it was dangerous.
Yeah,
dude driving around with 10,000 litres of fuel.
Can you have a fuel pump on your driveway?
That's a good question.
Because then because if you had it installed like an electric car charger and you subscribe to fuel,
why?
Why can't I just have that?
Yeah, why can't I have a Shell pump?
I love the idea. Like you shout into the house at your girlfriend, can you authorise pump 2, please? I'm just trying to go to the shop.
No, but like you walk in and you just go home, and then you just plug your car in, put it in the pump, but you'd leave it overnight.
So
it would trickle the fuel in, right?
Penny at a time.
It would trickle the fuel in. So there's no high pressure issues here.
Okay.
And then it would stop once it gets to the top. And then you'd come out and you'd have a full up car.
Now, why
isn't that a thing?
Okay, now, great idea. There are no bad ideas in business.
I've got an A8.
We've all got A8s. What if you come home and someone else is in your drive filling up?
No, they can't. It would have security measures.
Because that would be quite funny. If there's just a dude and he's like, you just give me a minute, I just got to fill up.
But you could do that with someone's electric car charger, surely.
I think, do they have pins on them?
So will mine.
Okay, cool. There, they sold it.
Hence the A8.
Yeah. Hence the A8 on the drive.
Hence the £2,500 A8 I've got because my business is failing.
Being filled up as we speak. Ben, found anything on it?
You can have emergency fuel deliveries if you run out of fuel. But no one that will just go pop on down and fill you up.
Oh, it used to be a thing for sure because I remember seeing one. That's quite cool.
I think that's a thing in Dubai.
Sure, why not?
I've seen that before. Could be wrong.
Feels American a bit.
Yeah.
A bit American.
Yeah, but yeah.
So
I'm going to have it delivered to my house.
So that is the C.R.E.A.M business talk of the week. If any dragons, maybe Theopophetus, wants to invest
not anymore.
Us.
He's gone.
What?
He's not part of Dragon.
I thought you meant he was dead.
Oh, not that I'm aware of him. He could be.
No, that's horrible. We saw him so recently. Let us know. Dragons. We could be. We just want to be in A8s like you.
Also, if the podcast suddenly just stops, it's because the business has gone under. Because this is how everyone's thinking.
It's because we've gone to a new business.
We pivoted to subscription-based diet.
Yeah, you subscribed to an A8.
Someone's gone on a Thursday morning to listen to the podcast and seen £600 tyres come out their account. Right, I think that is a good place to leave it. I think we've all had a business. We've all had a few.
We all had a business.
Thank you very much for listening to this incredibly delirious episode of the C.R.E.A.M podcast. We will be back for number 76 next week. Shout out A8's Rule Everything Around Me.